All right, so for those of you who saw the incredibly sad video about Lefty's last days, I won't do that to you guys again. This is actually good news. In that video, I had thrown out the idea that eventually we want to open up a brewery and we want to name our first IPA after Lefty. Now, this is kind of like an out there idea. I mean, I don't know how to brew beer. I don't know any of this stuff. Now, there was a comment and I saw it because a whole bunch of you guys liked that comment and boosted it up to the top. And the comment is from Drew and he says, sorry to hear about Lefty. I am a corporate chef for a family-owned restaurant. If you can get in touch to me your favorite image of Lefty, I would happily do a custom canning session with a custom Lefty IPA canning run. And then we got an email and it's super excited. I played your video for the owners and the brewery staff and they have all agreed, pending both of your approval of course, we would like to rename one of our flagship beers after Lefty and completely relaunch the branding. What? I think this is it. It's Evil's Czech Brewery and Public House. Dang, this place is popular. Look, it has 772 ratings, 4.5 stars. Oh, how cool is this? I love YouTube because like things like this happen. Drew, we haven't emailed you back yet because I'm terrible responding to emails, but the answer is yes. Yeah. Do it, please. That would be awesome. Such a cool legacy. Sam, did you hear Lefty has a beer? We will be requesting royalties for the beer though. You know, a 6-pack of beer per year. Is that good? If they have a website and you can like order a 6-pack, that'd be really cool. I don't know if that's possible or not, but that'd be sick.
You think it's gonna have 3 times the hops because of the legs?
Took me a second. I love this brewery already. We don't work here. We're crazy about beer and the art of brewing. That's why our whole process is focused on giving you the best experience we craft every single time you walk through the door. Yes. No, if this happens, that's going to be our destination. Number 1, Indiana, Mishawaka. Mishawaka. It's right on the north end of Indiana, on the border of Michigan. Let us know in the comments if you live near there and would be down to come and meet up with us there at the brewery.
And have some brewskis.
Some Lefty IPAs.
Oh, we're going to play a game. If you're not holding it with your left hand, you're going to have to chug your beer.
I'm excited. I'm actually
This is awesome,
I'm really pumped. And we're also very touched and thankful for all the kind words that all of you have given us. Like, everyone's been so generous. Like, Peter from Slash Films, he sent me this screenshot, which is a $500 donation to Best Friends organization, which is an animal shelter that we've been donating to. And he said it was in honor of Lefty. So, Peter, thank you. That's very generous. And just everybody. Everyone's been amazing.
What are you doing? Ew.
I don't know why I did that. I was like, I need content. I think there's a problem with our neighbor's sprinklers. On today's episode of Unboxing with Carrie.
Usually you're the one doing the unboxing.
Rule number 1 of unboxing is you peel off the address labels first so that in case you accidentally flash the label, you're not in trouble.
I'm trying to open this. Carrie and Jean, thinking of you a lot and sending lots of love from Addison and Space Station.
Oh, Addison, thank you. What?
That's so nice.
He's basically like my agent. I don't know. Is it an agent or manager? One of those.
There you go.
Oh.
I think these are hydrangeas.
Hydrangeas? Sounds like you just made that word up. Carrie's one of those people where you walk through a field of a bunch of flowers and she's like, that's a corpus chameleon, tangerine, orange butterfly. Like, she knows all this stuff. How? I don't know. So today is another day. I am still trying to make sure I vlog at least a little bit every single day. So this is my little bit for the day, and let's cut to tomorrow. Now this is one of the things I unboxed yesterday, and I didn't film it because I thought it was still under embargo and it was still a top secret product. But no, the website's already up for it. This is the Zhiyun Smooth X. And one thing that's interesting about it is that it is not a 3-axis gimbal, it's a 2-axis gimbal. So I assume that they eliminated the tilt axis to make this a lot more compact, but is that a good thing to do? I mean, did we need the tilt axis? They did tell me that the stabilization in the phone is pretty good already, so that usually can take out the tilt axis movements to an extent, which is totally possible, but I kind of have to see it to believe it. First of all, I just have to figure out how to turn this thing on. I could get all the lights to turn on, but how do I turn it on?
Right here.
Yeah, that's what I was just pressing. I don't know what we're doing. I don't know how to turn this on, Sam. I have a question for you guys. Where do you store your media? I just get a ton of these. They're 14 terabytes each, and I store all my archival stuff in here. They're not really the fastest drives ever, but they're fast enough. And the price per terabyte is probably one of the best. Like this 14 terabyte drive was about $279, so basically $280. So that comes down to right around $20 per terabyte. So I figured all the raw footage that I don't really feel like deleting, but I don't really need, I just store it inside of here for 20 bucks a terabyte. And all the really important stuff, I'll copy it on here, and then I'll make a backup on an off-site drive that we keep over at Steve's house. So in case there's a robbery or fire or flood or anything like that, like at least one of them will hopefully be okay. But I'm curious, what are you guys using at your own home? Because I don't think that many people can afford those major servers that are like 30 grand for 120 terabytes or something like that. So funny story, we still haven't been able to figure out how to turn this Smooth X on. Like I feel like we've tried everything. It's either defective or maybe I have to activate it or something like that. You know how there's some cameras where you have to activate it before you can use it? I guess there's a new app for it called ZY Cami. Oh, okay, so it says hardware module needs to be activated the first time the device is connected. Okay, so that was the case. I just have to create an account and go through this whole process before it works. I'm noticing that that's a trend now. Like DJI also does it, where you can't just use the camera right out of the box. You have to activate it before the camera actually works. And I guess that's fine. I mean, that way they can get your warranty period started and all that. But I feel like when things need to be activated, it should tell you, like as soon as you open the box, hey, this isn't gonna work until you activate it. Okay, I just found out how much this thing costs. Take a guess. How much do you think a phone gimbal like this would cost? That's 59 bucks. So that's like half of what most phone gimbals out there cost. So might be worth a look. I'm gonna get my firmware and everything updated, and let's check this out. So here's the Smooth X next to the Osmo Mobile. So it is a little bit slimmer. It also comes in this case, so we can drop that with the little tripod in there. Now, one feature it does have that I can kind of see being useful is that it can bend and also extend out like that. So that is one thing that is unique. So let's try this out real quick. So I'm gonna extend it out, and look at that. All right, so how's it looking? Let me walk around the yard a little bit and see how smooth it is. The pan axis definitely seems smooth. The, going left and right, and also the roll seems good. The big thing here is that there is no tilt axis, meaning this up and down motion, that's not stabilized by a motor. The question is it stable enough with 2 of the 3 motors? And actually doesn't look too bad. I mean, sometimes if I'm a little bumpy, then you might start seeing a little bit of that movement. For the most part, as long as I'm mindful of keeping it somewhat stable, it's not bad. It definitely still feels like it's on a gimbal. Still not as stable as if it were to have all 3 motors, but it's also not terrible. Like, I don't hate this. Here's a shot I'm trying to get smooth in the ultra wide angle lens. Is it smooth? It's definitely not as smooth as if it had that 3rd axis. Being able to extend this thing out is really nice though. I can hold it out extra far, and I am just using the selfie camera on here, which isn't as wide as like the ultra wide angle. I am really liking the, oh man, there's a squirrel right freaking there. Oh my God, is he gonna go inside my studio? How funny would that be? That squirrel was so brave. Oh my God, he just came right up to me and almost went inside the studio. That would have been funny, I think. Or maybe would have been terrible. Also, you can barely see it at the edge of frame, but this is the handle that it's connected to. And there's a record button on here. So as soon as I turn this on, the phone detected it and connected automatically. And I can just go ahead and start pressing these buttons. So that is nice. It's very effortless to get it connected to the handle. It has the basic phone features you might want. I do like this new telescoping thing. I think the big winning factor here is that it's 59 bucks. And I believe it's 69 bucks if you get it with this case and this little tripod. But it is small. It does have that nice little extension rod, which is actually kind of useful. I'll throw a link down there in the description if you're interested. And that's all I got for this vlog. So I'll see you on the next one. See ya.